And now, The True Light, featuring As-Sayyid Al-Imam Isa Al-Hadi Al-Mahdi.
What about Minister Farrakhan? What's he doing now? Is he teaching or what?
Right now, he's not a teacher.
He's not doing nothing.
He's not a teacher. He's a lecturer. There's a big difference between a teacher and a lecturer. Minister Louis Farrakhan just takes things that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching and lectures about them. And there's a difference when you sit down and set up an Arabic school, and a Quranic school, and a scripture school, and you start to teach people something. That's totally different than going to a college forum, standing up and talking about economics and how black people got to work together and how much money we got to raise to do this. That's not teaching, that's lecturing. So Minister Farrakhan is a very good lecturer. He's just not a teacher. He was a student of a good teacher, Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Because I listened to him talk, and after an hour of listening to him talk, I realized that he didn't say anything. All he was doing was elaborating on things that happened.
I think, like you said, he's a nice brother, he's a good speaker, he means well, but he's just not a teacher. Black people now want to be taught. They don't want to be just spoken to. They want to learn something now. They want to clear the smoke.
So what is his purpose?
You have to ask him that. You can't ask me what is Minister Farrakhan's purpose. You have to go to him and ask him that.
And suppose one of our leaders, I'm going to pick out a famous one so it'll make you angry, but at least make you think. Suppose a faker like Louis Farrakhan would say, I will not ride in a limousine until my people make a limousine.
All right.
He could revolutionize and create a black auto industry.
All right.
But what is he doing?
All right.
Begging at the feet of Arab slave traders for a handout. I am saying you do not make nations by begging at a slave trader's feet.
All right.
And when you personally call for a super religious state, you are a fool ignorant of history, because the worst possible state is a super religious state.
Right.
I am not decrying any form of religion. I defend all of its right to exist.
Right.
Look at Europe as a super religious state before the Protestant Reformation.
Right.
When you know history, you can get some answers.
Right.
Europe was more than a fascist state.
Right.
The church told you how to dress, when to dress. You had feudalism.
Right.
The woman was a vassal. Right. You could sell your own wife. Europe was a super religious state under the Catholic Church. Then a mixed up, confused schizophrenic called Martin Luther raised some questions. Now, I admit Martin Luther was kind of confused himself, but out of his confusion, he dared to question this super religious state. In addition to challenging the Catholic Church, he saved it, but he made it change. He made it concede that there's another point of view other than Catholicism. There's another religious way other than Catholicism.